What's up? It's January 7th, 2025, and it's time to start the yard vlog for the year. So I'm gonna do my best to walk through the St. Augustine part of my yard and vlog it, and really just vlog what I'm seeing, maybe what my plans are, how things have progressed, or I guess gone for the better or for the worse. And I'm going to try and do this more routinely so that I guess I can see what's going on with the yard. So far into the season, falling back into late 2024, we've had 7 blanket frosts on the yard. I mowed the yard this weekend and I went with height of cut on the Honda. I'm using the Honda mower. The height of cut that I went at was lower than typical. So in the summertime, I'm as high as it can go at the height of 4 inches plus. But now with the lawn, basically, I don't want to say not growing because I'm still growing a little bit. I am not mowing but every 2 to 3 weeks. And that's kind of a personal preference. I could definitely go longer, but mulching up leaves, I'm actually doing a height of cut reset at this time too, so my height of cut has been lowered. So on the Honda, the front wheels are set at 2.5 and the back wheels are set at 3. So this is giving me a lower height of cut setting on the St. Aug. This is the right side of the sidewalk. See a lot of brown in there, which is totally fine. This is that stump area that I used the sod plugs last year on. It is completely grown back in. You can definitely tell the difference in color between my yard and my neighbor's on the height of cut. Some of the other color that he has is weeds. A little damage to the elephant ears there from the frost. But all in all, I really like the way it looks. So my complaint level is pretty much 0. All right, so that's my right side of my sidewalk, which it's thick, it's lush. The disease pressure is low to none. Last year I had, let me zoom down. Last year I had a large patch right in this area. I can't remember when it was. I'd have to look back at my records. November-ish, I think I put out a BASF product for preventative. So I'm really happy with how all of that seems to be working so far. On the flip side, on the what is my left side of my sidewalk, 97% of it is fantastic. Let's go look at the 3% that's not. This is that area that I basically struggled with pretty much all of last year. But what do I see right now? All of this right here was much thinner. It looked a lot like that. It's slowly, even in the winter, filling in. So I'm happy and unhappy all at the same time. It's definitely a problematic area that I'll have to keep, my eye on. Probably more than likely gonna end up putting some more plugs in there and just letting it fill in. It's got a hodgepodge of Bermuda in there too. So speaking of Bermuda and that hodgepodge in that area, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm fine having a mix of St. Augustine and Bermuda, and over on this other part that I'm walking to, there's zoysia mixed in there too. I kind of treat it all like I'm just maintaining St. Augustine and don't worry about it. The rest of the yard is overall a lot like the other side of the sidewalk. A lot of this brown pattern, brown and green pattern. Here we go walking the side yard. This area stays a lot greener. I think the soil moisture is a lot better there. It'll buffer from some of the direct impacts of Mother Nature, and then this area starts to get quite a bit of brown in it. But again, I'm okay with it. Weed pressure, 0. Disease pressure, 0. So now, what's my plan? Well, looking at the long-range forecast, it's going to be cold for a while. So I'm probably not going to do anything. At some point, weather dependent in January, have the idea of making a spray application of NK Green. But if the temps and the soil temps and what I'm seeing don't add up, I'm not going to apply it and waste product. That being said, in 2025, the only fertilizer that I'm going to use on the lawn behind me is NK Green. Yara Rega NK Green. Sprayable, spreadable. It's the only product I'm going to use. Granular apps are going to go out with it, and spray apps are going to go out with it. There is a good chance that I will incorporate some micronutrients at some point with my sprays. You know, I ain't putting it out as a dry granular at all, because that's a colossal waste of money. So, content this year will be a lot of NK Green and just follow-up footage with how things progress as we go along. I'm cold.